So we're here in Manchester with TAMSYN.
Hello.
How are we feeling?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
For a Monday.
For a Monday, sleepy for Monday, but yeah.
Mondays are good. It's my standard day off.
Yeah, it's my standard. I love Mondays.
I
have smug Mondays where the rest of the world is hating life at work, and my Mondays are off.
Like me.
Yeah.
Falling asleep at my desk. So, where did it all begin for you guys? How do you all know each other? Where did the band sort of start from?
Band started in Leicester with Michael.
Yeah, I was in a band before, but I came to Manchester about 3 years ago. I met Joel, who's not here at the minute. But me and Joel started working at this bar in town, and we got bonded over the Smiths and Oasis and all the bands we loved. And then Joel said he played the drums, I said I play guitar, and then Joel said he had a mate who played guitar. So we, I still had a couple of friends from my old band, and we decided to play a gig in Manchester. And then Joel kind of got filmed. We literally met up that day before for like 20 minutes, and then went on stage together as as at the Factory about 3 years ago.
The Factory.
Yeah, that was a good night. That was exciting.
But then the world really sort of started as it is now when we got in touch with Alex, got in touch with us, wanted to start a band. So we sort of about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah, we were looking for a singer at the time just to sort of get a finished product.
So you're an 8 months, so how do you know?
That's scary. That's scary. I've survived this long.
That's longer than any relationship.
Nobody's dead yet.
I mean, like literally.
Yeah.
But I haven't killed them then.
But yeah, it was just looking to try and sort of get the finished product really, and developed it from there. And a year and 8 months later.
So would you say moving to Manchester influenced the music that you play now, or is it literally everything that you listen to?
I think we've all got strong influences from.
The music we listen to influenced us moving to Manchester.
I think being in Manchester helps us play. Because when I was playing in Leicester, there isn't the network, there isn't the bars, there isn't the interest that there is here.
Venues.
There isn't the venues, there isn't the public, there isn't the people involved in any capacity within the industry that support the music we do in Leicester. If you're not a heavy metal band, then no one's going to give you a gig, and no one's going to come to a gig.
Sabian.
Or the Sabian. I think being in Manchester is huge.
I think we all had strong influences anyway that kind of pushed us to the same direction, because we all bring different aspects to the band.
Yeah.
So like, Alex is a die-hard Morrissey fan and brings his Radiohead vibes in as well, but I'm big on sort of classic rock stuff, blues, that kind of thing as well. So we've
Works
all got
together.
different, yeah. So it's all different sort of. It's a culmination of all our tastes really.
And it works, I'm guessing.
We think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm guessing all your fans do.
You hope so.
Now, you have just released a single as well. The only one, if I'm right.
Did you listen to it?
Of course I have. I don't come down to these things without doing
She's
research.
been having it on in the car before she got it. I heard her humming it when she was saying it.
Now, you're on tour as well at the moment with that.
Yeah.
So you've done your first date already, haven't you?
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Sheffield. So what have you got coming up that people need to look out for date-wise for this tour?
Next one is Leeds a week
Leeds,
on
Leeds.
Saturday.
Yeah, we
Is
got
that with Double Denim?
It is with
Yeah.
Double Denim.
Double Denim. The biggest one really. We're playing in London, playing in Liverpool, playing in Bolton. The big one is Gulliver's in Manchester in November the 4th. So we hope,
Great venue as well.
yeah, but we haven't played in Manchester. Last gig we played in Manchester.
It was the Ritz. No, wait.
Castle.
Yeah, Castle.
But that months ago, so we're hoping.
Sunday.
This is a song I'd say I'm personally most proud of, the only one. This is a song that I think we're going to move into the next EP with, and so I think if people have seen it before, if they come, we've got a couple of new songs as well, which are, I think, a level up from what we've been doing. So if people want to come down and watch the Gulliver's show,
Be there.
I think it'd be a nice way to round off the year and start the next stage of what we're doing.
Yeah. We've
Yeah.
Play bass now as well. So
I think
Alex plays
that's
bass.
All changing round.
We're involved.
But like you say, when you've sort of gone on tour, you always want to end up back on like home turf, don't you really?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially knowing that people come out and watch live music round here.
Yes, they do. And like we played the Ritz, and we there was a few other bands on. They all brought people, we brought people, but it was a big show. Like, I think there was a few
Big room.
There were a few hundred people there for that show. That was great.
Great vibe, great atmosphere. It was just be on stage like that as well. We've seen so many bands on there and so many
Bouncy
sort of
dance
icons.
We were in
Exactly.
Liam Gallagher been in that dressing room the week before.
literally a week before, yeah.
Liam or Noel?
No. I love Liam, but no.
I'll go with you on the Noel side. I get slated for that, but I'm on the Noel team.
I'd still. I mean, I think Noel would like us more than Liam would like us as well.
I don't know if Liam likes...
Liam likes anything.
I don't think Liam likes anyone, does he? Apart from himself, maybe.
Maybe.
If he ever watches these, I'm in trouble. But are there any other bands at the moment, sort of on the unsigned scene, that you're listening to that you're really into at the minute?
I mean, the same ones crop up, don't they?
Yeah.
It's around. It's quite strong in Manchester. There's a lot of good musicians and stuff, but I guess we're so involved in what we're doing.
It's weird because you get to know these people, so you know you're a bit biased. I mean, you're friends with them.
Yeah, so it is a bit biased. I mean, you're friends with. I mean, the ones we know, the ones that are doing well that we've heard that I think are decent. The Jacobins are pretty decent.
I like the Jacobins. A good front man.
Yeah, they've got some good tunes. Got you saw them live, didn't you? You're like in King No One. They're not really Manchester, are
Oh,
they?
King No One, yeah. Well, I know. My girlfriend knows. Yeah, it's big.
Like the scene at the minute is massive, isn't it? How do you find that social media helps you at the moment, especially with all these bands around?
It's just where the game is.
Massively.
Everything's evolved since what Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
They kicked it all off, and it's just the way it's gone.
There's still like a reluctance on some people. Like some people are a bit resistant to it, and you just can't be anymore. I don't think because
You've got to develop with it. You've got to go with the flow, and it's if you want to succeed.
it's where everyone is. Like, I think maybe I don't know. I could be completely ignorant of how it was 20 years ago, but I kind of feel like before the internet, if you wanted to discover a new band, you'd go to a certain venue or a certain place, and that's where it would be.
Friends of friends.
Complete word
Now,
of mouth.
now you just do it on the internet.
Like full word of mouth, wasn't it? Probably
Yeah.
back then. Going, oh, I saw these the other day. You come in and
So why now it's like, I think there's some bands who don't kind of grasp the concept of if you get good music videos, if you get good Instagrams, if you get good thing, people are more attracted, you bring people into it.
yeah, definitely. And if you keep up to date with it as well, it's like
Social
people are
media
always
domination.
watching.
Yeah,
And
Well,
and it's
yeah,
not, some
it's
people,
sad in a way.
it is sad in a way, but it's just like, it is what it
it's
is.
the way it's gone.
You have to play the game, and I think we played well.
But I see your stuff all over the shop when I go down, and I follow hundreds and hundreds of bands.
We're little
But
tarts.
your stuff does is that what it is?
We're little like, yeah,
But it does crop up, and that's what you want. You want these posts to stand out, and you read it and you think, oh, that's a bit fun.
And the thing is, when you're on this level, people aren't really listening in depth. People don't really know whichever band is whichever band, and so in a way you've got to stand out a bit, and you've got to. It's a fine line to tread. Like we were chatting about, we don't think Oasis would make it in the current climate because we think.
Especially with Liam swearing so much.
I think they would say something or post something that would offend people, or you've got to be a bit more careful now.
You have to be politically correct as well.
But I just think people are too sensitive these days.
yeah.
It's far too sensitive. I just say what I want when I want.
When Liam comes out and
Get
says
in
like
trouble.
young bands don't say what they want because they're too scared of harming their career, they are.
Yeah, he's right in a sense, isn't he?
Because they are, because it would.
You know, you have the Killers saying there's no new Interpol because no one's as good.
not
And then you
that
have
good.
people slaying Brendan.
You get too
Brandon
much.
Flowers.
You get too
Brandon
much.
Flowers because of what he said,
Yeah.
but he's kind of true.
You get too much on us now, like where people wouldn't. At this stage, people wouldn't know about us before the internet. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be.
Yeah.
We would still be going. We'd still have to be trudging through a certain system. Whereas now it's like there's too much spotlight on you off like one EP or 4 songs, and we're doing the next EP now. You wouldn't really judge a band until they were up to an album level.
Yeah, because there's a lot of work going in, isn't there, but not much coming out for bands at the minute, which is why it's so
So I
tough.
read an article recently saying that Cabbage are at that stage and they've sort of put 20 demos forward and none of them they're happy with for an album, which you have to sort of think that's the sort of volume of content you need.
Yeah.
And that period of time they've been supporting Kasabian and touring all this and doing that.
I saw them the other week and they were phenomenal.
So it's there's a lot of people jostle, a lot of people like bands are a bit impatient.
Want it now.
And we even now, I remember we used to work in a pub in London years ago, and a guy called Andy Fraser said you should never judge a band until they played 30 gigs. And we're nearly hitting that 30 gig period now. And if you think
how much we've changed since Factory, before Alex and like that, the development we've had is, you can understand that sentiment where 30 gigs, you've seen a different band by the end of it. You've probably seen 2 or 3 versions of that band in between.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of changes that has to go. You've got to adapt yourself to what's going on.
We've grown up ourselves, and the music's grown with
Keep
us.
learning every gig.
and we've got to try things out. That's the thing we are willing to like put ourselves into uncomfortable positions. And the thing is, what we do with our stage show is, I don't really agree with. There's a lot of sort of people who think authentic artists have to sort of represent themselves and be real, and I kind of think that is a stage, so it can be a different. There's 2 separate things. There's writing, there's performing,
Very different.
And I think it's all right to adopt a stage persona that isn't necessarily true to yourself, because that's like, it's a different thing. People are there to be entertained. People are there to. People can go away and listen to the music on another level when they're on their own. But when you're in that stage, and we kind of are trying to, you know, sometimes you see too many bands, or you know, it's not an entertaining thing. We want to be. If you want to be a big band now, I think you have to be able to hit festivals. You have to be able to hit big stages.
Consistency and
It's massive.
So
That's the key word, isn't it? Consistency throughout it all, really.
So just things like the jacket, stage wearing, aware of what we do. Like, we've tried some things that have been more successful, things that haven't been. We upset a sound engineer when he started climbing on the
I threw a microphone down a few times as well.
I got carried away one gig as well.
You're gonna step on toes though. It's something you don't do it to be arrogant. You don't do it. It's just you.
But people moan that there ain't like rock and roll and there ain't people doing it. But as soon as you you kick over a mic stand, then people are having to go.
You're never coming here again.
Yeah.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good find the balance.
But with obviously pushing your 30 gigs now, is there any funny band stories that you've got to tell while you've been on the road?
Well, there's that.
I'm sure there's a few.
Where we got a telling off at the night and day for me, messing with equipment, standing on speakers, throwing the microphone around.
I still got just you snap
Nearly
the
getting
strings.
kicked out.
That's not too bad like that.
Yeah, we had a sound problem.
On the
We thought it was a
New
sound problem
York.
at the Ritz, and well, no, that one as well, but the Ritz side.
You thought it was me.
I heard massive amounts of feedback and just thought, what is that? That can't be anything good. What is it?
Best
Heard
song-
it out my peripheral.
best song as well.
It's Mike's sound. First song, went for it. I got massive feedback and what's that? Turned him down. Didn't turn him off. Turned him down.
It's his amp.
Look down. My cable's just swinging. Just like it's me. It's me. That was it.
We got on the first.
Pushing the blame for someone
That's
else.
literally the first song of your biggest gig.
No one knows. It's fine.
Yeah, no, noticed, and we
Plug back in, carrying on. Good. I suppose we
Didn't work.
played an entire gig
Yeah.
without vocals.
Yeah.
I was just climbing on tables.
Mouthing still singing the words, but yeah, it was unless you were in like the
People,
foot of it.
again, people got into it because people could see that there's a technical problem, so just crack on with it.
Because if you throw a paddy at that, if you spit your dummy out, it's something where you're just doing yourself more damage, really.
There's no point spitting your dummy out when you want to be on stage doing what you love doing anyway.
It's part of it. It's part of the journey.
Of course it is. It's learning curves.
Exactly.
And then you sort of go, right, not going back that venue then.
Yeah.
Even though you probably would. So, sort of rounding things up now, obviously, out on tour, where do people buy tickets from? Do they have to buy or do they just show
Direct
up?
from us.
Yeah.
The Gullivers one, get in touch. We're doing it with Scruff of the Neck. There's a band called the Opera Comic who are really good.
Fabulous.
They're headlining, and they're supported by our scientists. Just get in touch with us online. You know, literally all the stuff comes through to our phone. Anyone sends us a message, we can sell them a ticket. I think they're like a £5. So it's that will be good as well because we've
Be bouncing.
It depends. For London, there's a link, but we can sort it out.
But if you keep an eye on our Facebooks where we put links up and things like that, if in doubt, just ask us directly.
I think Leeds is a free entry, so that's good.
Sweet.
Yes.
No excuses there.
Yeah, Leeds for bar Saturday night.
You'll enjoy that one.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
we've had that it gets busy, so
Yeah.
we're really looking forward
It gets
to
busy
that.
in this little sweat box as well, so you'll love it.
Just
leather,
about
leather
like
jacket's
it.
great.
You'll be peeling it off yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for your time, guys, and I hope the rest of your tour goes well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
See you on the road.